as an Amazon seller these days, it's a little bit different world from 2014. So what would be the core fundamentals to focus on in terms of marketing strategies? One thing that everybody goes for is PPC, and your tool is very good at helping to find the correct keywords for PPC, right? What about something else? Like, what other things do you think work for sellers these days that are sort of big fundamental pieces of the marketing product? Like, what are actual platforms or ways to market it? What do you think?
Yeah, I think the way to answer that is to first ensure that I really get across the point that you need to choose your product wisely, right? And that's a simple thing to say, but if you're not doing the right research up front and looking at the right data to make the right decision around the product that you launch, and you get that wrong, your journey ahead is very difficult. If you choose right in the beginning, your challenge is going to be staying in stock, right? And that's where we ultimately want to be. You want to use the data, and today versus 3 or 4 years ago, we're making sure that you use data to find your right niche that you can really compete at, because it's a niche within a niche now. You're not going for a consumable product that sells thousands a day, and that you're trying to compete with these really established sellers. The opportunity on Amazon these days is really finding a niche within a niche, right? So where that mid-level demand is and search volume with slightly less competition, where you can really get to page one, and using data to find that. And I think if you choose correctly, then your marketing plan is much easier, right? Because for example, ensuring that one of the questions I always ask when I launch a product is once I've established, hey, this looks like it's got the right niche rating. We have a tool that rates your niche, but okay, this has a right niche rating, which means it has sufficient demand. People are looking for this product, but it has like sufficient opportunity to make profit. So it's kind of the right price point. And also there's a sufficient opportunity around competition. It's not too competitive. And I think I can actually get to page one for this product. If I can answer all of those, and I can understand how I can differentiate the product to stand out from the competition, and I'm like, great, this is a good product idea. The one key question I ask myself is, what is the number of sales I need to do in that first 14 days honeymoon period to get to page one? And if that number is, let's just say it's 10 a day, right? The next question I ask myself is, okay, to get to 10 a day, what strategies do I need to put in place from a marketing perspective to hit 10, right? Can I just use PPC and I'm going to get there? So between, the algorithm and potentially some of the organic sales I'll get for that in the first 14 days and PPC, is that enough for me to actually hit that daily volume? If it is yes, great. If it's no, then I need to say, okay, well, what do I need to do in addition to that to hit that number? So I've got PPC, which I have to do. I've got the organic sales from the algorithm, great. And then if I need to go off of Amazon, what is that strategy going to be? And there's definitely Google Ads, which I think is a really easy one to put in place, driving people who are searching on Google directly to your listing. So I think that's an easy one. And then Facebook ads is something you can do if you need to, but I personally lean on PPC and Google Ads, and then a launch, kind of an organic list that I have generated from products that I can reach out to and drive some organic sales as well. Some launch strategies that I have there, and that's usually generally enough. Like, I think, to be honest, if you're having to do more than that, you might not have picked right in the beginning. If you can simply get that right, you should have a successful business. Yeah.